everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have watched together the entirety of Princess Charming Season 3. Princess Charming Season 3, The Bachelorette, but for lesbians and also German. And we're at the reunion. Reunions are the reason I watch reality TV. I'm gonna be so real. When all of the cast members have seen the show and they've seen all of the things that have gone on behind their backs that they didn't realize the other castmates were saying, that they didn't realize was happening, the ways that they didn't realize their partner was lying to them, and then they're forced to reckon with the choices that they've made. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Like, if reality TV is curated to elicit certain behaviors and elicit certain reactions, the reunion is where it all comes out. So today, that is what we're doing. We are watching the reunion of Season 3, Princess Charming. My name is Elena Joy. For any of you who don't know me, I am a queer therapist in training. I'm very interested in couples, sex, dating, and relationships, and so that is the lens that I react to these shows through. I mostly make content on this channel interviewing experts in those areas on my Sleeping Around show. But sometimes we watch queer reality TV together. Speaking of, this is the last episode of this series. If you have another show that you think that I should watch, let me know in the comments down below because we're gonna keep this thing going. So, our princess, Madeleine, she ended up choosing Elsa, who we sometimes call Olaf, for reasons that I realized way too late made absolutely no sense. Elsa had been a contestant on the show before. She had come in second in a previous season. She came back and she won over Nina, who seemed like just genuinely one of the best people to walk this earth. So let's see if they're still together. Let's see what everybody's up to. I'm so excited, I can barely contain myself.
Princess Charming. Es ist die dritte Staffel mit der bislang jüngsten Princess und an dieser Stelle darf ich dich begrüßen. Hallo, Madeleine.
Hi.
Und geknutscht, was das Zeug hält. Die Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer haben dir wirklich sehr gerne zugeschaut.
Yeah, she was very physical. This princess was very physical, which we as viewers loved.
Euch alle hier in der Runde zu haben. Und,
so, okay, immediately just looking at body language, reading far too far into it, as is the way we do things around here. Welcome. The entire season, Elsa and Madeleine, if they were sitting down within 100 meters of one another, Elsa's legs were wrapped around the princess in one way or another. The way they're sitting now, it doesn't bode well. They're not touching, there's space between them. Madeleine is leaning away from Elsa, resting her arm on the armrest, rather than leaning in and into Elsa. Elsa's arm is up and around the princess, but it's more around the chair than it is around her. My point being, they're not touching in any way. This is very abnormal for this couple. Things are not going well.
Bei uns Natalie.
Oh, she looks different.
Also Kim war definitiv eine Bezugsperson für mich in der ersten Zeit. Also ich konnte eigentlich mit meinen Bedürfnissen und mit meinen Sorgen eigentlich zu jedem gehen. Ich habe auch
Maybe what's different about Natalie is she looks
sehr intensive Gespräche
calmer.
geführt.
She looks less anxious than we saw her on the show. She seems to have a bit more confidence, and we love that for her.
Ich fühle mich bei Melanie so wohl, dass es mir leichter fällt, über ernste und intensivere Themen wie mentale Gesundheit zu reden.
That was a beautiful thing about this show, the representation around queerness, but also around mental health and some more difficult topics.
Psychologische Analyse. Ja.
We love a girl in therapy. Melanie won some points in our books for being in therapy. And I think that that is a great moment to take a second to thank the sponsor of this week's content, BetterHelp. You've all seen me go through a lot of changes over the years, and while there have been literal identity changes, if you know, you know, there have also been life changes, right? I'm finishing school this year. I started my podcast, Sleeping Around. I'm getting married. Like, all of these things are big life changes, but that also ties into identity changes. Trying to work out what my identity as a therapist is going to look like when my identity for so many years has been content creator. Even shifting the type of content that I make feels like shifts in identity. All of these transitions and changes and shifts impact our identity and they impact our mental health. Talking with a therapist has not only helped me accept my various identities, but also to explore and understand what each of those pieces means to me and how to feel steady within them and make choices from a place of empowerment rather than a place of fear. And BetterHelp is on a mission to make accessing therapy easier. All you have to do is click the link in my description or go to betterhelp.com/Elena. You fill out a questionnaire and you will be matched with a licensed professional therapist within as little as a couple of days. And you can switch therapists at any time for no cost if it doesn't feel like the right fit. With over 7,000 reviews, one of those reviews being from me because I have used and benefited from BetterHelp, and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a service you can trust. So click the link in my description or go to betterhelp.com/Elena to sign up and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Okay, back to the reunion.
Nicht schlimm, deine Augen sagen alle, sie verraten alles.
Have the contestants seen this before? Is this their first time watching this or have they seen it? They've seen it before. They have to have. Madeline just looks mortified watching all of this.
Einfach eine Connection zwischen uns, aber irgendwie hier auch. Das ist immer so
Desi,
schwierig.
Desi, Desi. Desi is not at the reunion. Oh man, I would have loved to see more of Desi. I think we can all agree we would have loved to see more of Desi. Nobody looks happy like watching any of this.
Möchtest du mit mir rumknutschen? Heimlich, ja.
Like, look at Madeline and Melanie looking at each other across the room. Oh, bashful. Ooh, a hair tuck. That was a moment.
Euer erster Kuss im Badezimmer. Hui, 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 hui.
Yeah, their kiss in the bathroom was good. It was unexpected, organic.
Also so einen Moment nochmal zu sehen, das versetzt einen schon so ein bisschen in dem Moment auch zurück.
Yeah, it took her back to the moment. We all saw the hair tuck. We all saw it.
Ich glaube, der Punkt, an dem ich nach Hause gegangen bin, war für mich genau der perfekte Punkt.
This is so gay. This is, okay, it can go two ways with the lesbians, right? Obviously, I'm exaggerating. Disclaimer, disclaimer, I'm exaggerating. But it's like you either get this kind of sharing circle, let's all talk about our star signs and hold hands and what I was gonna say, massage each other with body oil. That's not the one end of the spectrum, okay? That's something else. Or it's like drama. Half of us are in love with the other half and then half of that half hates this half and it's chaos. That's not really the direction we're going here today so far. When we get to the Elsa Madeline, that's the big question. So they're holding it over our heads. They know what they're doing.
Da gab es ja auch einen Moment, da hat so ein bisschen geknirscht zwischen euch beiden. Wir alle können uns noch erinnern, es gab dieses Gruppenknutschen im Pool.
Oh yeah. So
Du
one of
hast
the
es,
party
Madeleine
nights,
erzählt.
a bunch of the girls made out with each other in the pool when Madeline wasn't there, decided not to tell Madeline essentially, and then Natalie like kind of tattled on the other girls, hoping to get into Madeline's good books.
Was jetzt alles im Nachgang irgendwie noch aufgebauscht wird, das
Oh, and now Melanie's
uns, glaub
saying,
ich, nicht.
all good, water under the bridge. Come
Natalie.
on. Okay, look. As a therapist in training, I am thrilled to see the open communication that's happening here, the accountability folks are taking, the self-reflection they've engaged in. It's wonderful. As a reality TV aficionado, there's nothing for me to comment on when they've already done all the work. Come on, guys, leave some of it for me.
Madeleine, da war ordentlich Feuer und gefühlt auch erst dann so richtig, als Desi dann nicht mehr da gewesen.
Yeah, what happened with Elena and Desi? Anything? Did anything happen after the show?
Lasst uns nicht über, sondern mit ihr sprechen. Herzlich willkommen, Desi.
Let's not talk about her, let's talk to her, Desi.
Schön, dass du da bist. Ja, Desi ist bei uns.
Oh my god, yes, we love Desi. Looking good as always. What is Desi up to?
Jetzt nicht so mega überrascht gewesen im Allgemeinen, dass da Frauen untereinander, Kandidatinnen untereinander irgendwie dass sich da was anbahndelt. Das ist ja total menschlich. Aber ich war schon irritiert, eben weil Desi und ich halt auch den ersten Kuss hatten und so weiter. Und
So Madeline is saying that she was a bit hurt or irritated about Desi and Elena just because her and Desi had the first kiss on the show. Desi had been Madeline's first kiss, and then she goes and makes out with Elena and is like, actually, I have a thing for Elena too. And Desi was one of Madeline's strongest connections at the time.
War ich ja auch sehr überfordert und es war letztlich ihre Entscheidung, ob sie drin bleibt oder ob sie mit mir rausgeht.
Well, and that was the other thing. When Desi left, yeah, she didn't ask Elena to come with her, which was interesting too, because it seemed like she was leaving because of her connection with Elena, but then she left both of them.
War es denn dann ein Abschied für immer? Wie ist euer Beziehungsstatus? Seid ihr zusammen?
Ja.
Ja.
Yes, they are. Oh my god, I knew it. Did I say that out loud? Oh no, please tell me I said it out loud. I don't think I did. I thought it when they sat down. The way that Elena looked at Desi, I was like, oh, they're together.
Letzten Tagen und Wochen in Sachen Secret Dating.
Ja, wir haben uns eigentlich relativ viel bei Daisy in der Wohnung einfach aufgehalten.
What a great couple. Oh my god. They're both beautiful.
Princess
Nina.
Charming war ein mega großes,
And they're playing
krasses,
Robin in the background.
crazy-
Her nickname has been Robin this whole time. They've been watching this with us together, know that we've been calling them Robin. Put a Robin song in the background just for us. So Madeleine and Nina had such an emotional connection from the beginning. They clearly felt so safe together. Oh, now Madeleine's crying. It was really beautiful to watch, but the physical connection, there was something missing. And Nina could feel it too. And it made her insecure, understandably so. And Madeleine didn't do much to reassure them. And then on the final elimination, Madeleine convinced Nina to stay, only to send Nina home at the finale. It was really too bad. Where do things stand now?
Du hast allerdings aber auch die Frage gestellt, also war dann doch alles nur vorgespielt? Würdest du
was it all
diese
an
Frage oder
act
diese
after all?
Aussage jetzt nachdem
This is the question that I also have, because we had a sense that there was something missing for Madeleine in the relationship with Nina. Madeleine wasn't giving a ton of reassurance, but she still had to be convincing enough to keep Nina on the show. And I wonder if that was genuine, like, ambivalence around Nina versus Elsa, or was it that the producers and, like, being on the show, she has to pretend to like them both equally or like them both enough to be conflicted. I'm also asking the question, how much of it was genuine?
Hoch und runter mit den Emotionen. Es war einfach unglaublich viel und das Finale war einfach nochmal so die Spitze vom ganzen Eisberg und ich glaube, ich wusste auch selber gar nicht so richtig, was ich fühle, weil so viele Emotionen da waren und ich glaube, so ähnlich ging es.
Okay, Nina's answering the question for Madeleine and saying, no, I know it was real.
Ich muss natürlich ehrlich sagen, so das Letzte, was man jetzt von dir gehört hat, dem Finale, dass du dich gefragt hast, ob das überhaupt echt war und so, das hat natürlich auch viel mit mir gemacht, das zu sehen und deswegen tut es sehr, sehr, sehr gut, dass du das gerade nochmal angesprochen hast. Also vielen Dank dafür.
So I guess that's it for that question, whether it was genuine or not. I guess we can't expect drama from Nina. Nina is an evolved perfect angel. Of course, they would do all this self-work before coming on the show. Of course. Fingers crossed we get some Olaf action when it comes to her next.
Ich wusste bis kurz vor Finale wirklich auch nicht, wem ich jetzt die Kette abnehme und
Okay,
wem nicht.
Madeleine's
Also
saying
ich
she
musste
really,
wirklich in mich
really
gehen
didn't know.
und,
She was going back and forth between the two of them to make her final choice.
hätte man vielleicht das Finale einen Tag später gedreht, wer weiß, vielleicht wäre es anders ausgegangen. Ich weiß es nicht. Es war wirklich immer so ein...
Oh, that's a tough thing to
kann's nicht
say.
sagen.
If they would have shot it one day later, I don't know, maybe it would have been different. Oh, that's kind of tough to say. The decision was, it was kind of arbitrary. Could have been either one of you. Toss up. Depends on the day. Okay, here's our Elsa recap.
Okay, ich komme.
Oh, Madeleine is... Oh, neither of them are happy watching this back. Things went bad. Things went real bad between the two of them after the show. What happened?
Ihr Sicherheit geben kann. So, weil wenn es halt dann
Oh,
zwei Personen nicht so
Madeleine.
gut geht,
She does
zieht man sich
not
vielleicht
like
gemeinsam
this.
runter. Ich glaube schon, dass es wichtig ist, dass da
This was
jemand ist, der stark ist
Elsa
und ein
talking
bisschen
to her
Sonne in ihr
family,
Leben
where
bringt.
everyone kind of was like, ooh, she seemed kind of slimy. A talker, saying all the right things. And then in the reaction, in the reunion, Madeleine is doing that tongue over the teeth thing. I hope they tell us what happened and they don't just say, we broke up. It was tough in the real world. It was different than it was on the show. There were challenges. Give us something, please. I beg of you. That would be so hard. Can you imagine going through a breakup and then needing to re-watch like your happiest moments together when all you had ahead of you was like hope and dreams?
Keine negativen Gefühle zu irgendwas davon.
Elsa saying, I have no negative feelings toward it. And Madeleine's face saying, that makes one of us.
Ich glaube, weil das, was ich halt
It's because what I've just, what we've just seen, the pictures from Bangkok, Koh Samui,
das passt halt einfach.
That just doesn't match
nicht
the feeling
zu
that's there
dem Gefühl,
now.
was-
Oh, was Elsa fake the whole time? Was it an act? Like, it clearly went bad, but how bad did it go?
Seid ihr beide noch ein Paar?
Ich soll? Nee, wir sind kein Paar.
No, they're not a couple.
Es
Einfach
ist halt,
fällt
es
es
ist
dir.
halt die Wahrheit. So, ne? Also, deswegen fällt es mir jetzt nicht schwer, das zu sagen an sich.
Aber für mich umso schwerer zu verstehen, denn du
Yeah,
wolltest
Elsa
ihr Herz
is.
erobern.
Oh,
Was ist da
Elsa is
in
gonna
dir
get off
passiert,
easy if
dass
Madeleine
ihr
doesn't
jetzt nicht mehr
tell us what
zusammen
happened. What
Ich
happened,
glaube, da gehören
Madeleine?
zwei Menschen dazu. Das ist jetzt nicht einfach eine Entscheidung, die ich jetzt so alleine für mich getroffen habe.
Elsa's
Ich
saying the
glaube,
classic
dass
stuff.
man-
We just couldn't pick up where we left off. I didn't make the decision alone. It takes two. All the platitudes, non-inflammatory statements, which generally I feel like are said by the person who did wrong and is hoping to get off easy for it. And Madeleine's face is saying, there's more to the story. There's more to the story. But I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna want to share what really happened. And that's her prerogative. But man, would I like to know.
Von welchen Realitäten spricht
Yeah,
Elsa?
what
Oder eben
realities
auch anders
is Elsa
gefragt,
talking about?
warum ist es aus
Why did
deiner
it
Sicht
fall apart from your point of
in die
view?
Brüche?
Give us your point of view, Madeleine.
Der Alltag von uns beiden ist natürlich nicht so kunterbunt und rosa und schön, wie das in Princess Charming war. Und im Alltag ist halt, im echten Leben ist es halt nicht so leicht wie dort.
Man hat nicht halt jeden Tag irgendwie.
So essentially, real life is
Dates,
hard.
die-
Distance was hard. We didn't really know each other that well. I'm being so nosy, but I'm like, what did you get to know that didn't work? What specific troubles were the two of you running into in the long distance? What areas of your everyday lives didn't line up the way you expected? I want details. I just want little details. Just one or two or three. Just give us like 5 details.
dass vielleicht deine ganz große Liebe eines Tages vor dir steht. Wir halten noch mal fest, es sind Freundschaften entstanden. Und
Is that
Freundschaften,
it?
die auch
So we got that Desi and Elena are together and the princess and Elsa are not. That's it. All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. We are going to do some Googling immediately, right now. Where are they now? We need to know. Princess Charming Season 3. I bet you nothing's coming up because it's all in German. Let me try Instagram. I think Madeleine has a girlfriend because there's one person that seems to be showing up in a lot of pictures. So we're gonna guess. Oh, there's a picture with Fletcher. That's the crossover I did not expect to see. Let's see, Desi. I mean, Desi cute as ever, but all photos are alone. Oh, okay, there's a girlfriend. They're kissing. It's not Elena. That's your update there. Elsa, what is Elsa up to? I mean, very aesthetic page, Elsa. Excellent vibes. Oh, we're holding hands 84 weeks ago. I'm jumping ahead. 52, 48. So within the year. Oh, same person. Same person 33 weeks ago. Clicking on this person. Oh, that brings us to her business. We don't want your business. We just want to know your business. All right, well, those are the updates. Wow. Princess Charming Season 3 started with a bang, went out with a bit of a fizzle. What did you think of this show? What did you think of this season of this show? What would you like me to watch next? These are the answers that I need from you in the comments down below. Another thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can go to betterhelp.com/Elena or the link in my description to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And as always, an extra thank you to my VIP patrons, my vitally important producers. You all make my world go round. There is so much bonus content over there. Bonus clips and outtakes from all of these Princess Charming videos, bonus TikTok reactions, extended cuts of every single episode of Sleeping Around where we answer audience questions. You can get your name in these credits. You can get free pins of Bugs and Julio. There's all sorts of great stuff over there. My patrons are what make this channel, this content possible. So an extra thank you always to all of you. And that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Can't watch the last episode without our bubbly. So good, so fresh.